Good morning, everybody. Madam Minister, warmly welcome to Sweden, warmly welcome to Stockholm and to Karlberg Castle. It's a great honor to host you and your team here today, and congratulations on your appointments. It's a lot of hard work being a defense minister, but you're a very experienced politician, so I know you will do great things. Let me also say that we are also Sweden and France have a really good and close defense cooperation. It, of course, builds on the strategic partnership agreement that President Macron and Prime Minister Kristersson signed a year and a half ago, and I think we have done a lot of progress since then in deepening our bilateral cooperation. I think Sweden and France have a special responsibility when it comes to defense industrial production. We're one of the few countries inside Europe who have the ability to design everything from submarines, IFVs, artillery systems, and fighter aircraft. So that's something that unites us, and I'm glad to see that we're doing a lot of concrete progress on defense industry collaboration. I'm thinking particularly about the programs such as ELSA, but I'm also thinking what we're doing on the land domain in NLAW and Acheron, and possibly also the GlobalEye and also Aster 30, which is of course a very capable air defense system. So there's many things that unites us when it comes to defense innovation, defense industrial production, and we have a deep collaboration, and Sweden stands ready to take this work even further. I also want to express appreciation to France's commitment also to the northern flank of the alliance. We are glad and we're honored that you are participating in FLF Finland, which of course Sweden is the framework nation for as well. And as you all know, that is meaning that we have a special responsibility for NATO's activities when it comes to deterrence and defense in the north. And together, of course, with the UK, Italy, and the other Nordics, we are very focused on making sure that the alliance strengthens its activities even further to exercise deterrence and defense also on the northern flank. And FLF Finland, there will be a very important point. And together also, I know you're doing very good things also in Estonia when it comes to contributing to the alliance ability to deter and defend, and also in the Baltic Sea. Finally, let me also say that we discussed a lot about also our cooperation also inside Europe when it comes to supporting Ukraine. Sweden is very committed, of course, as you know, this is our top priority as far as security and foreign and defense policy go, to supporting Ukraine as well. And we discussed also the avenues for cooperation, what we could do also to strengthen the Ukrainian side so it can negotiate from a position of strength. So once again, thank you very much for productive discussions today, and I'm very encouraged of what Sweden and France can do together, both when it comes to strengthening the northern flank of the alliance, when it comes to the defense industry collaboration, but also being committed to supporting Ukraine for the long haul. Thank you.
Monsieur le Ministre, cher...
Mr. Minister, dear Pål Jonson, thank you very much for your welcome. I'm also very happy to be in Stockholm today for my first visit in Scandinavia. Of course, I came to exchange views with you on the security situation in Europe, on our common priorities to support Ukraine, but also on several elements regarding our cooperation. As you have just said, I would like to remind everyone that Sweden is a partner with whom our cooperation is deepening at an accelerated rate, and we appreciate the number and richness of our cooperative areas. Our wish this morning is to reflect a link of confidence, solidarity, and strategic convergence, which is becoming closer and closer. President Macron and the Swedish First Minister, the Swedish Prime Minister, have underlined this as well. Our cooperation is being reinforced both in cooperation against terrorism in the Nordic region, in the Baltic area. And also I want to underline that the fact that Sweden has joined NATO has given us the opportunity to develop the interoperability of our forces. You mentioned quite rightly, as far as the industrial base, our two countries both have solid industries as far as defense, industries that are on our territories and where we share as well the importance of developing our industrial cooperation. I'm also thinking, of course, of the anti-air defense systems and, of course, the naval domain. You, as I, have seen that these are high value added areas for our territories, and our defense bases need to be able to get closer. As far as Ukraine, we have mentioned, and so have you, that the fact that that Ukraine is on the front line of the European defense, Sweden, as France, has made the choice of supporting Ukraine for as long as is necessary. And since 2022, we see a constant European solidarity involving concrete support to Ukraine. And here I would like to underline the mobilization Sweden has shown. You mentioned the Nordic area, the Arctic as well. France as well will continue acting to maintain stability in this zone. French armed forces will be doing their part, everything they can, to maintain security and stability in this area. And I will remind you that in 2025, the exercises we've had and the Arctic response exercise in 2024 allow us to continue working on this subject. So this morning we had very constructive exchanges and discussions. And once again, thank you for your welcome, Mr. Minister.
Thank you, ministers. All right, now we will take some questions.